The things I'm about to say in this video, if you don't like gossip, if you don't like aproko, you can keep scrolling because this is complete gossip. All right. There are certain hair care routines that will never work for Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian. I'm not trying to shame Nigerians right now. Let me give you some tea. I love the natural hair community. I keep natural hair. I've never applied relaxer on my hair, and I love natural hair. But honestly, natural hair can be overwhelming because you are checking people, you are checking creators, vice, hair care routine, and they're like 15,000 routines. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but sometimes you can have like 10 step routine, 15 steps routine just to make sure that your natural hair is healthy, right? It can be very, very overwhelming. Some of these advices might not actually work for Nigerians. I've met a lot of, like, I'm a Nigerian, right? I said that earlier. I've met a lot of friends, a lot of people who admire my natural hair, but when you start uh telling them the things they need to do, it starts to become very, very unrealistic. Let me get to the apropos that I actually really, really want to do. So on this day, I have the habit of wearing my afro around, Sometimes if I'm going for events or I'm just going out, I just want to like flaunt that hair sometimes. And then this day, this was the picture, this was the exact look that I had on that day. And then I met this baba, this elderly man on the road, and he was like, "Come here, come on, me want be," like he said, "Okay, my child, come here." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know what this baba wants to, tell me. Or let me be very respectful." And then I, walked up to this man and he started preaching to me. Why? I was like, I checked myself. I'm like, okay, is it the way I dressed? Is it the way? Is there something wrong with, my clothes? And before I knew it, he started talking about my hair. He was like, "Hey, you were yeah, would have been around Jezebel?" Like, it's like, okay, the kind of hairstyle that I had on, or the way my afro was not kept, and I was looking like an alert or somebody that is like in that category. I was shocked because how am I supposed to explain to this man that this is actually the original? Like, this is actually my hair. If I had gone around with this wig, maybe he would not even have called me and start lecturing me and preaching to me if this is what I had on. But because I had, my afro, it was very unusual because a lot of people don't go around with their afro in Nigeria. Uh, the only time you can see something like that is if like there's a big natural hair party that people want to just do things like. But on a normal day, right, people don't do that. So it is strange for this man to say that I have something like this on, and he felt the need to correct me. To I actually appreciate right, but I really understand where he's coming from. If a lot of Nigerians have been like walking around with their natural hair, it could have been a different case. That's number one example, and number one apropos. The number two is a time where I go around with my twisting. So how natural hair twists can be. Sometimes it can look rough because probably you have worn it for a long time. It can look a little bit rough. You have sisters who will come and tell you that, oh, you look very unkept. You need to do something. Your hair is so rough. Your hair is so this. Your hair is so that. Why do you think that is happening, girls? It is because we are not used to it. It is because we are used to frontals. It is because we are used to, wig. We are used to Ghana weaving. We are used to attachment. We are used to relaxed hair. And so having something like that around, there is a way you look at these people. There is a way, it doesn't sit well with you because like these people don't know what they are doing. But I get it, right? I actually really get it. So you can now imagine. Now let's go back to why some of these routines will not now work for Nigerians. Can I imagine a girl, has been very diligent with this 10 step routine, and then at the end of the day, what you have to tell her is her hair looks unkept, or she looks like an alert. Please, will she ever come back? I don't know. Will she ever try it again? I don't know. But actually, what is the original? The original is the first type 4 hair that we have. A lot of people have type A, type 4A, 4B, 4C. But actually, we have type 4A. And that's what our hair looks like. Whatever or every other thing that you see apart from that is not the original. It has been tampered with. By the way, I have no issue with relaxed hair. I have no issue with wig, obviously. I have no issue with frontals and all of that. Relaxed hair is just not my thing. But the fact that you will not start bullying people that thought it's right to say, okay, I just want to keep it original, I just want to keep it the way it is, and then what they are welcomed with in their own country. God, I beg. In their own country, oh, this is not like, it's not even like it's not like black Americans, or we are outside the country and you're trying to, show off black. No, you are in Nigeria. Like, this is supposed to be the norms, right? But yeah, I guess we have been colonized to that point. Anyway, let me move to my next point. Another reason why care routines, those long routines won't work for some Nigerians is because they have this necessity to look kept, to look poised, to look, a certain way. There is this constant need to braid your hair. There is this constant need to attach something to your hair. There is this constant need to do Ghana weaving, to that's, do use crochet, like that's the norms, that's how it should be. So when you're advising that this person should wash their hair every week, once in a week or twice in a week, they will ask you, like, how do you want me to do that? Like, I just braided, or do you know how much I spent on this hair? Do you know how much I have to pay to braid this hair? So you're asking me to lose it in a week and wash it? Is that the only way I can keep my natural hair? Is that the only way I can keep my hair healthy? That's the question they are going to ask you. And I absolutely get it, because the prices of extension is not even joking. And there is always this constant need to do that. These same people who want to keep braids, who want to keep Ghana weaving and the likes, are the same people who want to keep their natural hair. They want to also, be able to flaunt their natural hair and say, "Oh, this is my hair." And the next say, "Oh, yeah, this is my hair." Right? What do we do? How can we do this? How can we achieve this? So I'm going to be giving some tips. If you are a Nigerian, and you constantly feel the need to braid your hair, to keep your hair in, very kept. You have to look kept. You have to attach something. You have to use wig. Wig is even on the considerable side, because you can easily pull it off and wash your hair. But braids, crotchets, those things that has to do with extensions, guys. So here are the tips, here are the things that you can do to make sure that you don't lose your natural hair in the process. Number one is, anytime you have your natural hair on, and you don't be surprised, your partner or your friends may not even notice that you have something going on your head, because it's out of the norms. You are expected that when you say, "I'm going to the salon to make my hair," you're expected to come in with very tight braid, looking all shining, and you're looking sexy. In that sense, first, you don't need them to validate you. That's the first thing, because why you are doing what you're doing, you don't need their validation. That's number one. Number two, you can actually wash your hair. You can actually wash your braid. Do you know that? You can actually wash your braid. So let's say you don't even want to like wash your hair every week, but you can do it every other week. You have Nigerians keeping very, very dirty braids. They are keeping braids for like 3 weeks and they are not even washing. Like, how do you people survive? Ah, all that smell and everything. Ah. Anyways, you can wash your hair, you can wash your braid. Actually, you can use very good shampoo, wash your braid and make sure that it is well dried. That's the thing. So if you wash your braid and it is not dried, you don't dry everything, you will end up smelling like fish. Don't say I did not tell you. So when you wash your braid or whatever it is that you have, make sure that you sit under that dryer for a considerable amount of time, making sure that your hair is dried. And if you don't want to wash your hair, make sure that you don't keep your braid for a long time. 3 months is extremely long. Why would you do that? You can keep your braids a month maximum and then wash your hair. Number two is make sure that whatever braids, whatever Ghana weaving, whatever things that you are doing is not disturbing your scalp. Please, the tighter the braid, the shinier the hair. Please, it doesn't have to be like your hair does not have to be tight before you can look good. Avoid anything that will put a lot of stress on your scalp, because that is when you start to see that your edges start pulling and then you start losing it. Once you start losing your edges to braids, to Ghana weavings, mm, 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 please, that is a no. Number three, the number three thing you can do to also keep your hair, as a Nigerian who also love natural hair, is to use leave-in conditioner while you have your braids on, maybe for a long time. Please, you can incorporate using leave-in conditioner maybe once a week while you are keeping your braid. So you want to get a really good leave-in conditioner that will help your hair while you are keeping to your poised standard. Guys, don't mind me. Whenever you are also going out with your natural hair, whenever you too put some effort now. You too, make it look nice, make it look very good, so that they will not be saying that you look unkempt. You get. So if you are looking for style inspiration, you can check my um what's it called, short section, and you can find hairstyles that can inspire you there. Anyways, that's just the tea that I have for you today. uh I don't know. I just came here to rant actually. So if these tips has really helped you in one way or the other, I know it can be very difficult to keep natural hair as a Nigerian. Plus, we don't even have the time for all this, deep conditioner, protein treatment, so all these things. So, but there are also specific um salon who deal with natural hair, because that's the only thing they do. I think people are starting to embrace their natural hair more now than it used to be. I will see you in my next one. I love you guys. Yeah, you should know that you should like, comment, and subscribe. You can also buy me a coffee. The link description, and upcoming is the verse of the day. I will see you in my next one. Mwah.